Hello friends, welcome to our channel NTI Academy. Our today's topic is fund requirement for student visa in the UK. As you all know, the UK is one of the developed countries in the world with the GDP of more than $3.5 trillion and per capita income of more than $50,000. UK remain as one of the top choices for the students in the world. UK has one of the finest universities in the world. In the 2021 and 22, UK attracted almost about 7 lakh students, international students, to study in the UK. So today we will look at the what are the fund requirement for the student visa in the UK. So let us begin. So the fund requirement for the UK visa is one of the top concern for the students. Whenever students are applying for the student visa, they're always worried about how to show their funds, how much to show, what are the components, what are the documents required. This in this video, I would like to and help you all to explain what are the requirements for the showing your fund for the student visa in the UK. I myself have studied in the UK. I have faced similar kind of concern and challenges when I was applying for the student visa when I was going to study in the University of Glasgow. So in this video, I would like to explain you that how you all can manage your fund and show your fund for the student visa. Now, basically, the student visa fund requirement has two components. One is basically is your university fees, and second is your living expenses. So the two components are this. These are two components. One is your student university fees, and second is your living cost. So you have to show the combination of these two. The sum of these two give us to your entire fund requirement for the student visa. So now let us look at this. So, so there are two components, as I said. One is your fees, and second is your living expense. Now, how much fees you have to pay? That is mentioned on your CAS letter. That is confirmation of acceptance for as a students your studies. So the CAS letter will show how much fees you have to pay. So you have to refer to your CAS letter. But second is your living expense. Now, living expense is stipulated and mentioned by the government of the UK. Government of the UK. So if you are living in the London, so if your university is in London, then you have to show the cost of living, your expenses for 9 months. The requirement for the London is almost about £1,339, means £1,339 per month. So if you have to show for 9 months. So when you're applying for the visa, so the 9 month fund must be there in your account. So that comes about roughly about 12,006 pound. So you have to show for 9 months. So that is about 12,006 pound. And if you are living outside the London, then your requirement is reduced a little bit. That is about 1,023 pound per month. For the 9 month, it comes about to be 9,207 pound. So the two components are there. So this is your fees component and your the living expense. Now I'll take an example and show you practically how you can manage your fund. So let's take example of a university. Now let us look at example. For example, if you enroll in a university and the university fees is about 14,000 pound. Now you have to pay for 14,000 pound as a fees. Now before you get a cash letter, for example, you have already paid, for example, 4,000 as a deposit and 2,000 towards your fees. So out of 14,000 pound, you have already paid 6,000 pound to the university. Now, when the university issues you the cash, now on the cash, 14,000 minus 6,000. So on the cash, the remaining amount fees to be paid is about 8,000 pound. So in the cash letter, when you get a cash letter from the university, so the balance fees will be shown is about 8,000 pound. That is the document which you will submit while applying for the your student visa. Now, this was your university fees, one component. Now, the another component is your living expense. As I said, for example, let us consider the university is in the London. So I just said that for the London, if your university is in London and you will be living in London, then your living requirement is about 13,334 pound per month for the 9 month you have to show. The total fund which you have to show as a living expense will be 12,600 pound. 12,006 pound you have to show towards your living expense. So the total fund which you have to show is your university fees, that is about 8,000 balance fees, 8,000 pound, and your living expense you have to show is 12,006 pound. So total combined, the sum of these two is about 20,006 pound you have to show total to apply for the student visa. Now this is your fees. Now this is the this much amount of fund you have to arrange. Now there is a rule, that 28-day rule, when you apply for the student visa in the UK. Now, what is this 28-day rule? That whatever amount you have to show, you have to show to the for applying to the student visa, you have to show that fund for 28 days in your bank account. This much amount of 20 fund, that's 20,006 pound, you have to show you in your bank account for 28 days. So that is a proof which you have to submit while you apply for the student visa. Now, the bank account must be in your name or in your parents' name, or it can be with your partners if both of you are applying together, or joint account can be with your the parents as well, or with anyone else, but your name should be printed on the passbook or certificate issued statement issued by the bank. So you have to show this as a financial document. So I hope you have understood this is a fund requirement for your UK. So again, I'll repeat, there are two parts. One is your university fees, which shown balance fees, which you have to show, which will be shown on your cash letter, and another is your living expense. Combine these two together, you have to show your entire fund for the student visa in the UK. So when I was applying for the student visa to study in the University of Glasgow in the UK, I had used my bank statement as a financial proof to show my viability that I will be able to sustain my fees on the and the living expenses. So I had used the 20 my deposited my funds, whatever was there in the bank account, and submitted the documents from the bank which I obtained from the bank to show that I have the enough fund. So this you can see on the screen which I used. The other ways to show your fund is by the loan you have obtained from the state government, central government, or the loan offering company or the banks. This is the one way that's the loan you have obtained, or scholarship offered by the university or any of the organization, or the sponsorship offered by any other company or the organization, or the certificate of deposit. So these are the all the requirements. You can financial documents are proof you can show while applying for the student visa. Thank you. So I hope you have understood. If there is any doubt for the student fund requirement, student visa, then please comment on the comment box or email us. We will definitely reply you as soon as possible. But please, before leaving, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share our channel on social media and Facebook group, because this is what we get from you. Thank you once again. Thank you.